Twitch, I suppose. So, funny thing happened last week. I, uh, well, I ended up having to have a hernia repair, and things could have gone better. And I just got out of the hospital today. I've been in the hospital since Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. And now it's Monday at 7, well, almost 8 o'clock. So I've been in the hospital for basically the entire week. So this was not the way that I planned to spend the last week, and I certainly didn't plan to spend it not doing any streaming, but that is indeed what happened. And it was not possible to stream from the hospital because their Wi-Fi and everything was so shitty. So I didn't. And now I'm back and I can, and so we're going to set up another couple of matches and we're going to stream again. Yay. So I'm happy to do it, and I missed streaming and not being able to stream while I was in the hospital. But now that I'm back, we're going to go and just pick up right where we left off. I tried to actually play a couple of matches in the hospital. Just turned off Wi-Fi and tried to do it with my 5G mobile or 4G mobile, and it was okay, but I didn't have headphones. This is not an easy game to play without headphones, and as a result, I was not doing as well because you just can't hear people coming. You can't tell where people are approaching you from or anything like that. So just playing the game was really difficult in the hospital. I ended up just popping up Civilization 6 on my iPad and playing Civilization. It's not quite the same. But I got out of the hospital this afternoon, picked up some groceries for the sort of specialized bland food that I'm allowed to eat for the next week or so, and then came home, took a shower. That was glorious. And now here we are. I'm streaming again. And I am as happy as a little girl. So, sitting in my big comfy chair with my nice iPad stand and my headphones, my HyperXs. So, yay, let's see if I've lost a couple of steps by being away from this for a full week. Alright, here we go. Where are we landing? Where are we going to jump? I'm playing a solo match, so where I land really isn't all that important. But I think I want to go somewhere here in Rajak. And so we'll kick off the first stream here since getting out of the hospital. You have no idea, by the way, what a rough week it was. Something that's generally relatively easy to fix really kind of turned into a nightmare. So I'm happy to be here, and I think everybody is happy to have me home as well. I know that I'm happy to be home, and I wouldn't wish this kind of stuff on anybody. And you know, the thing about it was, in May, I had to go into the hospital for an emergency appendectomy. So I have an emergency appendectomy in May, in the 1st of May, and then the 1st of June, I end up with an emergency hernia repair that kind of went sideways. And so 2 surgeries in the same area within 5 weeks of each other, that is not a plan that I'd recommend anybody follow. So if you are a member of any Surgery of the Month Club, Yeah, maybe you want to let that membership lapse. I'm just saying. All right. So let's see if we can hit the ground running here. Oh, and the new version of PUBG came out. I changed my key mappings because I couldn't remember what my old ones were. And this is really irritating, that what Tencent does with these new versions. I have no idea why they just blow off your saved control settings. That's just not something that seems like should be necessary, especially because you're saving these settings online anyway. So when you install the new version, why don't they just pick up your already saved savings? It doesn't make any sense to me, and it's really irksome to not be able to just jump right back in with the same settings. What else is really irksome is apparently an inability to find a gun. Okay, that's not going to work for me. I keep hitting that firing button on the right-hand side of the screen, and that just gives away your position. No real reason to do that. I thought I had an extended SMG mag, but apparently that's not true. Now this is going to be a weird circle because, and I'm going to trade pistols too. Rajak is generally not outside the circle. One of the things about jumping into Pochinki, school, Rajak, wherever, is that you tend to end up where the circle is anyway. But it looks like I'm not going to be that lucky today. So, oh, there we go. Well, okay, this is generally not the weapons mix I would choose. But you go to war with the guns you have, not the guns you want. Oh, look, there's a pan. 9mm, because I suspect I'll get a UMP somewhere, right? So it's never a mistake to pick up 9mm when you can. One of the matches that I played in yeah, I'm going to swap it out. One of the matches that I played in the hospital, and I only played like 3 or 4 over the time I was there, partially because the connectivity was so bad, but also because I really wasn't in shape to play. But I've now completely lost my train of thought. How about that? However, I did pick up a nice UMP9, so that's good. Oh, I remember what I was thinking, what I was saying, which was one of the matches that I played, I just could not get a scope. And it got down to the final circle, and I swear to God, everybody that I was going up against had a goddamn sniper rifle with 6x and 8x scopes. And I was running around with crappy red dot and reflex sights, and I couldn't shoot anybody more than, well, first of all, you can't even aim at anybody who's more than what, 100 meters away, and so it was not a fun match. I do not need any more 9mm ammo. In fact, I should probably dump some of the 9mm I have. So anyway, it was just a weird little match where I ended up not having a scope and couldn't find one after looting everywhere, ending up with a situation where I was the only one who didn't have a frickin' scope. Now, I just picked up what I thought was an M416, so not sure what happened there. Okay. So I was about to loot this house before running away. So let me finish that. And then I guess we're going to have to head for the circle. And once again, I'm running 2 holographic sights. Let me get rid of my marker. And we're probably going to end up at military base, but not for sure. Okay. I keep hitting things where I think my buttons used to be. And that means I'm hitting the wrong buttons with this new controller layout. Okay, so let's take a run over to farm. And see if we can get a little more looting down over there. No, that was not what I wanted to do. There we go, tactical stock. And this is where we're going to dump. Okay, what's wrong with the controls now? Won't you let me drop? Well, there's somebody angry over there, but with my shitty scope, I'm never going to see him. So let's just continue to look for optics. Was that a flare gun? Yes, it was. Okay. There's a lot of gunfire going on over there for a solo match. Oh, I still have a shitty backpack, don't I? And I'm carrying a lot of shit I don't need, too. Alright. All I want is a decent scope. Oh, don't want to make that trade, do I? No, I have a level 2 backpack. Huh, alright. I would pick that VSS up, but I've already got a silenced UMP, so... Alright, that should give me an airdrop here soon. Ah, very soon. Here's my airdrop now. Now see, all these assholes are going to want to come running for my airdrop. Could use a smoke though, I gotta give you that. Alright, I have some scopes now. That will be useful. Where was that 2x scope that I saw over here? It's better than nothing. Alright, well, looks like I have too much shit. Now somebody's probably come over here and stolen my care package now. Military vest, ghillie suit, some more ammo. Everything else I'm just going to leave as is. Alright, well, I'm level 3'd out at this point. God damn it. Well, that was hard enough to hit, wasn't it? Jesus. I thought he was a lot closer than he actually was. I'm looking at my stream, and I'm seeing what the stream headline is, and that is not the stream headline I put into Mob Crush. Damn it. That was when I tried from the hospital, and nothing worked. Okay. That 6x scope is useful. Damn it, we are going to military base, aren't we? Or Sosnovska Island, anyway, not the base itself. Three times scope. That is a lifesaver for me there. Nothing else is, but you have my favorite submachine gun scope. I can forgive a lot of shit for that. I really shouldn't have abandoned my vehicle. I knew I was going to have to come here, and I made a bad decision anyway. Whoa! Sniper, 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 sniper! All I wanted to do was just grab that fucking syringe. So where are you, you son of a bitch? I do not have eyes on. Well, shit sandwich. Where the fuck are you? There you are. I just killed myself. Well, he definitely tried to set up a good bridge block. And I died in the zone. Oh my god, I did not make it out. He kept me out just long enough to fuck me over. Alright, fine. It happens. Let's try another one. Let's go and do a solo match on duos. Hey Scott, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. It's good to be back. You would stop it, Apollo. You're pissing off Mama. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the week I had. It was not. It just wasn't fun. That's all I'll say. It just wasn't fun. No. Paulo, get back. What does he want, do you know?
I don't know what he wants, but he keeps...
I don't see anything over there that he would want.
He's digging at my fucking leave it.
Well, sorry for the drama. I'm not doing so bad. I was doing really bad 3 days ago. Really bad 3 days ago. But I'm at least in bounce back mode. I'm not completely screwed now like I was on Thursday. But you know, I thought this was going to be a relatively simple thing that I was going to have to go do, and it turned out to be a lot a lot more complicated. Not because of anything that the surgeons did. It just had a complication. They happen sometimes, and that complication, it put me in a bad place. But I think you were probably looking at some of the stuff I was doing early on in the week, and I seemed to be in high spirits. And in point of fact, I was. And I didn't particularly enjoy being there, but it was what it was. I had my surgery, and then I had a complication with the bowel resection they had to do, and it set me back a long time. So instead of going home on Thursday, I ended up having my stay extended until Monday because of it. But all's well that ends well, I guess. So now I'm back home happily, and I don't ever want to leave, he said in a video that did not age well. No, not only did it not age well, it didn't age out the day. Everything just seemed really fine until Wednesday night. And then Wednesday night, my entire digestive system shut down completely. And as it did, all of the digestive tract juices and stuff that your body constantly makes just began to fill up my entire belly. And they were worried that what was going to happen was that it was going to rupture the bowel resection, which would instantly give me peritonitis and would probably keep me in the hospital, best case, 2 more weeks. Best case. So what they had to do is put in something called an NG tube, which goes in through your nose, down through your throat. You have to swallow when it hits your throat so that it opens up the esophagus, and then they jam it all the way down into your stomach. And so what they were doing is they were pumping out all of those internal fluids, and that was a nightmare. Having an NG tube is something you never want to have a doctor say. It's awful. And living with one in is awful. Only slightly less awful is having one removed. And I took a real sudden turn for the worse. But that was then. This is now. I'm home and pretty happy to be home. I'm still a little under the weather, so I'm on restricted duty for the rest of the week. And I can't eat, much of anything. I had like 8 ounces of boiled chicken breast and rice for dinner, and I have to kind of have little meals spread out every couple of hours. So I'm slowly learning how to digest food again. But we caught it in time. Everything got fixed. Could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't. And so I guess I gotta say I'm happy. Seriously? Come on. The trick is to wait for me to make a mistake, not to make mistakes yourself, buddy. But hey, you do you. And also, thanks for bringing me a good gun. So, before I was interrupted by this jerk, I was trying to loot this place, right? Um, is there not an upstairs? Yes, there is. So the PUBG guys, okay at making a game. At architecture, not so much. I just like being able to joke that you had a long tube down your throat. Yeah, I did have a long tube down my throat, but it wasn't very girthy. But you know the weird thing, I mean, it is like this tiny tube. I mean, it's like a quarter of an inch. Um, when they shove it through your nose, I mean that's bad enough because it makes it feel like your head is splitting apart. The horrible part of it is living with it stuck in your throat, because any time you move, it trips your gag reflex and it makes you want to throw up instantly. And so you're constantly at the point of throwing up. But you can't throw up because happily there's nothing in your stomach, because once the tube is in there, it sucks everything out constantly. So there's nothing to throw up. So you get all of the agony of throwing up without actually having any of the mess. Like I said, god awful. And you know, the doc said, yeah, we're going to put it in there for 24 hours, and it stayed in there for 3 days before they could fix the fundamental problem. So, God, it was just a nightmare. I am so glad to be home. You have no earthly idea. Well, where are we going for the circle? We are way over there. Well, I have some time to loot, but then I have to run. Yeah, you know, I guess the diet that I'm on is actually a pretty good diet. You know, 8 ounces of food every 2 hours. Or actually, it's not even every 2 hours. It's like multiple times throughout the day. So it's actually probably faster than every 2 hours. And you just eat these, eat these little meals. But, we made like 3 chicken breasts and some rice. Well, at my rate of eating, that's probably 2 days worth of food. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. And I wanted to do it before he went around the corner of the building. He messed up all of my carefully laid plans. And he didn't even bring me anything that's worth a damn. Does the laser give away your position? I don't think so. I think it does reduce. How it does it, I don't know. It's a magical laser that reduces burst spread. I don't know what the physics of attaching a very sharp, narrow light on your gun does to reduce burst spread, but it does. So there you go. So if you have a tendency to no-scope, like I do, it actually makes no-scoping a lot more accurate. Anybody coming after me, by the way? Maybe I should... Well, there are a lot of little things that you forget when you don't do something for a whole week. Keeping your head on a swivel in this game is one of them. I have to say, the hospital, which by the way is a Scripps hospital, so it's the Scripps healthcare system is routinely voted the #1 healthcare system in the United States. So, the level of care you receive there is fucking amazing. But they have the shittiest Wi-Fi imaginable. It's like, we're going to give you Wi-Fi, but we'd like to give you Wi-Fi that will prevent you from, streaming a movie. So fortunately, my Verizon plan is unlimited wireless, so I was able to just turn off Wi-Fi and run that way. But compensator, always good for a M762. Still 62 players left. Okay, looks like somebody down here. Is that smoke? No, that's just the color of that tree. I thought there was somewhere behind that tree. I thought there might have been a airdrop, but I guess I was wrong. I need a better scope for my UMP. Yeah, I saw the snowmobile, Scott. I was hoping you'd have the good grace not to mention it, but you didn't. You were a little bit of an asshole about it, in fact, which, I just may have to mention if your local bar association ever asks for a character recommendation. Okay. Hi. You should not be running around here without a buddy. This is a very dangerous area, sir. Now, what if I was to run across this river? What could possibly go wrong? It is weird trying to have a conversation in chat because I'm seeing what you said 30 seconds ago, then I respond, then it takes another 30 seconds to see your reply. Okay, didn't I pick up a better scope? Yeah, I did. This is not the mix that I would have wanted in terms of optics, but Maybe I'll get lucky and find a 4x scope somewhere. Shitty 2x scope. Oh, medkit. Vertical foregrip. Let me apply that. Yep, that is not a good place for that firing button on the right side. I'm constantly blowing off rounds inadvertently. Wait a second, you're thinking about going to Texas A&M? If I remember rightly, A&M is not a bad law school. That might be a good transfer, and College Station would be a lot closer to home, for you anyway. Oh, seems to be some kind of ruckus. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, I think I've lost my chance to participate in that little firefight. Oh wait, there's a fellow over there. Wow, great. Wait, who's just shooting behind me? Now what's going on? Well, shit. Well, whatever it was, I lost my chance at those guys. Oh, you're kidding. So, Fort Worth. Alright, well, there are worse places, I guess, to live than Fort Worth. Well, okay, now I've lost track on 2 firefights. Oh, well, they haven't lost track of me, though. I have no idea where they are, though. But they clearly know where I am. Alright. Well, let's heal up and try a different approach. And that approach will be stay here in the circle and let those assholes come to me, I think. And I'm still not in the circle. And I'm not going to have eyes on anybody from over here, am I? Alright, well, they're going to have to come this direction. And I'm probably going to be in a 2v1 scenario here against these guys pretty quick. Or am I? Are they in the circle? Maybe they are. I'm going to rotate up around this way. Apollo is barking, by the way. He's upset because Chris is laying down on the futon watching something on her iPad, and he wants to get up there with her. And she has a little, I say little, she has this massive vibrator that when she turns it on, the dogs are terrified of it. And so Apollo is expressing his displeasure at her absolute unwillingness to A, let him up on the couch, and B, her persistence in taking that big ol' honkin' vibrator and running it in his presence. He does the same thing when she vacuums, by the way. As soon as the vacuum turns on, he becomes intensely angry. Yes, it's not the type of vibrator you're thinking about, Scott, but it's one of those big, big cordless L-angled things. Okay, we're all about to meet up here on top of this mountain. I've actually got a cozy little spot here, but I can't wait in it because it's outside the circle, damn it. I should probably hunker over a little bit, make myself a bit of a smaller target. Six alive. So 1v5 for me currently. And we're really going to hope that nobody's taken that compound down there. Or perhaps we should take that compound. Whoa. All right, well. Let's med kit up. Okay, so from whence, from whence was I being shot? Get myself a better scope situation. Shit, I don't really have a clear idea of where they were shooting me from. Alright. Well, he got me. I suck at fucking close range engagements. Well, yes, that's what it is, a back massager. One of those super long ones. Alright, well, let's jump with a squad of randos and see what happens. Looks like I did my clan duty tonight. Actually, it is. It's like 2 feet long. It's got this sort of bulbous head with this long black shaft. No, handle. That's what it's called. A handle, not a shaft. But I mean, it's all smooth. It's like it's not, you know, penis shaped. It doesn't have veins or anything. It's just a regular old back massager. Okay, well, somebody wants to jump with me. Okay, where does this guy want to jump? Of course he wants to jump to Paradise Resort. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just hot jump by yourself? And he's gone. Oh yeah, he's committed. Who knows, maybe he's one of these super skilled guys that can just hot drop into a squad match and just kill everybody. Yeah, well, happily, like I said, she's watching something on her iPad, which means that she's got headphones in, so she has no idea what I'm saying. Alright.
Excellent work.
You know what? I'll even let you have this building, buddy. And you're going to go loot my kill. Okay. Good to know. Good to know you're the kind of fella who will loot someone else's kill. Oh, you got him. No reason to offer my help. I mean, clearly you don't need it. What do we got here? I'm going to grab the Uzi. And it's good to have a backup weapon, just in case.
Search for vehicles.
We don't need vehicles. Oops, once again, bad control placement. I don't really have enough rounds to fucking waste. I'm just going to grab this out of general principles. Wow, I am not having good luck at finding the guns of boom that I want. And as soon as I say that, I think I got the guns I want.
Let's go!
Yeah, I get it. It's time to push on. Okay, so the teammate who jumped into Paradise Resort actually seems like he made a smart decision. Color me shocked. Kind of amazing, actually. Most people who jump into Paradise Resort or boot camp end up dead in the first 2 minutes of the game. Yep, I'm gonna do it.
Search for vehicles.
Okay, I was sure that I saw another vector over here. Huh.
Let's go.
Okay, we're just in the first circle. It's not going to hurt that much. Got to keep in mind these guys are behind me. Okay, I know that I missed some 45 ammo somewhere. Better grab a smoke grenade while we're doing this. I am fucking low on meds.
Let's go.
Come on, climb through the stupid window. Wonder where those guys were who were behind us. Wonder if the zone killed them. Okay, well, that's a shitty final circle. Or a shitty circle move. Half the damn circle's in the water. Alright. A white level 2 helmet is better than a camouflaged level 1, so. Uh-oh. Our boy who jumped into... God damn it. I have got to change the placement of that button.
I got supplies.
Alright. I'll take it.
Help!
Well, our other teammate didn't make it. Now it's just the two of us. Okay, at least this guy's got some health shit. And some 45 ammo. If I can just not inadvertently hit my firing button, maybe I'll have enough ammo to make it through the end of this match.
Let's go.
Where's this circle taking us to? Crap. Ah! Well, we both got worked. Who was it that killed me, by the way? Swag, L-U, that's Swag Loves Swag, or Swag Lou Swag. He's a Chinese player, and he's killed 11. He's doing pretty well. Alright. I'm now curious about Swag Loves Swag. He seems to be about the only fella in this game that knows what he's doing. I almost got him. But I'm really curious about his level of skill here, so I always get curious anytime I see a Chinese player who's doing super well. I wonder how much of... Huh. Is this skill or luck? I mean, don't get me wrong, he may be that good. There are people here that get to play this game a lot more than I do. And they're pretty damn good at it. But anytime I see a Chinese player that good, I wonder about things. Okay, there we go. You got it dead to rights. That was a gimme. I would never accuse someone of hacking, Scott, unless I had a specific reason to do so. And so far, I have not found that specific reason. He just seems to be really quick. But just for my own satisfaction, I think I'd like to watch this fella for a while. Let's take a look at his player card. I don't want to hit report. Can I do that without... He's a bronze 2? Okay, well, that's not a super impressive KD. So I'm going to provisionally say he is not hacking. I'm going to provisionally say he's just good. He seems to know his way around the map. Okay, 3 versus 2 for his team. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to win this match. Just looks like he's having a really good match. He's got a very aggressive play style. I'll hand that to him. He does not stop for a second. There we go. Oh, wait a second. He got defeated? No, our team. Our team is number 12. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to give Lariat a thumbs up. He was a good fella. He stuck with me. And let's go back and do a solo match again. What's the deal with these crates? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. I hate these little notification reminders that pop up constantly. You gotta hand it to 10 Cent. They're masters at selling stuff online. The whole in-game purchase thing, the way that they've got it set up, constantly reminding you that, hey, there's cool shit that you can buy, like a Godzilla suit. You know, while we're here, I don't know what I want to do with that button, but I definitely want to move it from where it is. You know, maybe what I should do is just move this stuff all down a bit. That may be a little too big. We'll try this configuration here. Alright, back in Erangel. Where do we want to jump? You know what? I'm going to jump for North George. There we go. Nah. I can take or leave the AK. I'm going to grab this 5.56 even though I don't have anything to stick it in right now. You know, the weird thing about this game is it's more or less just the same gameplay loop over and over and over, and more so than most other games. I mean, it's super, super repetitive. And yet at that, it's not that easy to get tired of it. You'd think after playing a couple of matches, you'd be like, all right, well, I see how this game plays. But for some reason, this game is really addictive. I am super hopeful that since Respawn has now contacted Tencent about making a mobile version of Apex Legends, I am super hopeful that that will be a fun mobile game. And maybe I'll enjoy that as much. Hey, hi, Vertec. How are you doing? But I kind of like Apex Legends and sort of the class-based setup that they have. And so when Tencent comes out with their mobile version, based on the job that they did porting over PUBG, which I think was probably a lot easier because PUBG was on Unreal. And so doing a straight port from desktop to mobile using Unreal is a much easier do than Respawn, because Respawn has their own engine and it doesn't have a mobile port to it. So I'm not sure what Apex Legends level of effort would be to get that mobilized. But I sure am curious to see it. Okay, fine. Now I'm wishing I'd have picked up one of those AKs because I'd have a whole buttload of 7.62 ammo to carry around with me. But I have a little advantage here in that this circle doesn't appear to be going anywhere for me, so I can run back and grab some of this 7.62 ammo. Hell, who knows? Maybe this fella picked up some of it for me. Anything else that I want here? Not really. I'll tell you what I need is a lot more 9mm ammo than I got. Well, maybe I should just reset my whole way of thinking. Because this fella had an M416. He didn't have a lot of 5.56 ammo. I have some. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Alright, well, ammo is my primary limiting factor at this point. Why aren't the doors opening automatically? Alright, that's a little irksome. Were you going to check the 3-story building? You know what? Thank you for that reminder, because I was jumping out and running away from it when I realized, wait, no. Uh-oh. A bad man is approaching. Where is the bad man? Well, shit. Mommy, I'm scared. I can't find the bad man. Oh, he's fucking running away. Okay, where's the bad man? There he is. Thank you, Jesus, for helping me find the bad man. Alright, I better switch guns at this point. Because I'm finding shit for 9mm ammo anywhere. I'm pretty sure that is how Jesus works. I mean, isn't that whole "He delivereth me from the presence of mine enemies" stuff? I mean, that seems pretty Jesus-y to me. He helped me strike down upon them with furious anger. Okay, now I'm getting that 9mm I need. I'm pretty sure that I have a shitty flash hider on, so let's fix that. Okay, this weird having to manually open door shit is really starting to irk me. While I'm here, though, let me make a little fix. And let me make this bigger there. Alright. I'm getting closer to the control layout I want. But I don't think I'm quite where I want to be yet. Attack stock, I'll take that. So let's do this one more time, because I use this button quite a lot, so I'd like it to be a little bit bigger. Well, maybe a little smaller. And I use this one quite a lot too, so let's make that one a little bigger. Alright. Once again, I really don't like how 10-cent wipes out your controller setup when they come up with some of these new versions. Louis. Mr. Louis Yee, he dead. Oh shit, I have a full backpack. Let's well, I can drop 5 of those just to pick up a boost. Speaking of which, pretty much cleaned out this side of town, right? Nope. Now I have. Can't grab anything else. Oh, there's only 21 people left alive. No, I probably don't need 6 first aid kits. Is there a setting for auto open? Yes, there is indeed. And I had it set for auto open. And I don't know what happened to it. Let me hunker down here. Why am I hunkering down here? Let me go inside a fucking building and hunker down. And auto open doors, enable. Let's see if turning it off and turning it back on helps. Okay. So now we're talking about a bug, not a... Where's the circle going to take me? I've got to cross the river. Oh, please don't make this be a shitty bike. It's not. It's a Dacia. Alright, now where do I want to go? Yeah. Alright, fine. Oh, he's got a pan. And he's got another one of those. And somebody has a fucking sniper rifle. It's not the first time in history someone would be glad for a Dacia. I watched Top Gear. They had a whole deal about great news. The Dacia Sandero will be available in the UK. The Dacia Sandero comes in multiple colors. Okay, where is this guy with the sniper rifle? Yeah, he could be over on the other side of that ridge. I'd still hear him, but I'd never see him. There was some shooty bang bang action over here earlier, though. Actually, that Spetsnaz helmet is a real fucking thing. It looks like a welder's helmet because it's bulletproof glass. And it is fairly dark and tinted, but yeah, that is something that the Russian Special Forces came up with. I can't imagine the intense combat scenario where that level of protection is worth the loss of visual ability or visual acuity or, hell, even audio acuity. You'd have to be going into some serious shit for that to be a viable alternative, I would think. Ruins is a death trap. There are just too many places for people to hide and kill you. Quite often getting a final victory, if the final circle ends up in ruins, it's going to require a lot of luck. There's just too many sight lines and too many places where people can just pop up without you seeing them. Oh, that guy did tag me slightly. I have heard about the game Subverse. I'm not sure that that would be a suitable game for streaming on Twitch. Apparently, it has a extraordinarily high tits and ass ratio. But I actually follow a guy on YouTube who's been recounting its development process. Interviewed the creators, that kind of stuff. He seemed quite interested in it. Okay. Snipey Shooty Boy is in this compound. But I don't know where in this compound. But he's clearly inside a building based on the sounds. Whoa. Oh, somebody's shooting me from over there. Okay. Well, looks like I'm in quite a pickle. All right. Okay, I know I've got a bad guy in here somewhere, or at least there was one. There's a vehicle right there. Where that bad guy might be, I do not know. What I don't need to do is run straight back into his line of fire. Well, for the moment, I don't need to do anything. Sometimes, the best thing to do is to wait till somebody else makes their move. But, you know, I am in admittedly not the best position here, because I've got that big open field once this compound goes out of the circle. Yeah, I don't even want to know what the crunch for Subverse looks like or smells like. I'm super exposed out here. I hear somebody over here. Welcome to the sneaky snake portion of the match. Well, shit. I fucking hear him. My only protection right now is terrain. was the last of my grenades. Okay, this guy is smart. He's not moving. This is all going to be luck. So the general rule is the first person who moves loses. I would surely love to have one more grenade. There we go. First person who moves loses. Alright, he tagged me, but didn't tag me enough. And that is a chicken dinner. And on that note, I think that's a pretty good time to end the stream. End it on a high note. That's the way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off on this one. And let's just go back and see what we're doing stats-wise. So I'm winning almost a third of the solo matches I play. And duos, well, playing solo duos is a challenge, so not doing quite as well there. And what is my squad? Playing with randos. About a quarter I'm winning, playing on random teams. And so for tonight, except for the third match, it was okay. Alright, well, that was how tonight went. So have a great night, Scott. It's always great to talk to you. And I'll probably be streaming a fair amount this week since I'm not able to get up and move around a whole hell of a lot. So I'll look forward to seeing you a little bit later. Anyway, time for me to say goodbye. So I'm going to say goodbye. And we'll continue this probably tomorrow. Till then, so long.